Not the best news I've ever had. Just from slipping. Metal in me forever.
He's got to show off his figure.
Okay, right here you can see that I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna take the baby out and bam! I slipped so hard. Look at my reflection on the glass. I've slipped and Steven just thinks that I've slipped. He doesn't know that I'm actually injured. I knew immediately that it was at least a sprain, if not worse. But I was concerned about the baby, so I gave him to Steve. And then I scooted myself back up on that step and I just rocked back and forth in pain, tried to get my foot up to elevate it as soon as I could. But it hurt so bad. So now I'm just waiting for the show to be over and we keep getting splashed and splashed. And I feel like nobody's paying attention to me and I just want to die.
Sheree sprained her ankle.
Get it, my ankle.
Ladies and gentlemen, for your safety and the safety of others,
I sprained my ankle. I was trying to escape the splash. The baby was crying. And I took my shoes off because I didn't want wet shoes. And I just slipped. And it is sprained. And it hurts really bad.
for the health and safety.
SeaWorld was really great to me, and they came and got me in a wheelchair and took me to their first aid station, gave me some real ibuprofen, and put an ace bandage on it, sent me on my way, and encouraged me to go to urgent care, but I felt like I was okay.
So, babe, what happened?
Oh man, that is a SeaWorld experience I will never forget. We're watching the dolphin show, and little Russell, I didn't think the water would be so much and so cold, and he was so upset. My heart was breaking for him. I'm like, seeing the little whale coming along, and I'm like, I could get out of here before he gets to me. So real quick, I stepped down, and I'm barefoot because I didn't want to get my shoes wet, and I slipped. And normally I would catch myself, but I had a baby in my hands, so I just rolled my ankle so hard, and I knew instantly this is a bad sprain. The best part is we have free tickets to come back whenever we want. The guy, I'm sure he's
super nice.
Someone important. He's like, we just want you to relive the SeaWorld experience and not remember it like this. And so he's like, so you can come back on us. And anyway, he was super nice. So the bad part is, how am I supposed to go to the beach and chase kids while Steve's at his conference for the next 4 days? We're gonna wait till morning to see how it is, and if it's worse, then I'll go to the emergency room. But I've sprained my ankle lots of times, and so it's probably just a sprain. I'll be fine, right, babe?
Yeah.
I'll be fine, right, babe?
Yeah. There she goes.
Okay, the next day, Steven leaves for a conference and leaves me with my sister, my 4 kids, and her 2 kids. And She teaches preschool. I'm icing it, and I take the kids to the pool, and I'm just hobbling everywhere. And you can see it's getting purple and green and swollen, and my whole foot was swollen. And I just kept thinking, no, it's a sprain because I'm walking on it, so I'm okay. Okay, so we are off to the beach. We're crazy because we've got 6 kids under 5 back here, a car full of stuff for the beach, and a sprained ankle here, and Jenny's in great condition. All right, our beach day is going to be easier today because Steven's with us. So my sprained ankle is still pretty bad, but he's doing all the work. So that's awesome. So after the beach, I was still uncomfortable and I thought it's time to go home. So we drove home, went to urgent care, and sure enough, they took an x-ray and found out that I had fracture of my fibula, and the doctor recommended I be in a boot and on crutches and to go see an orthopedic doctor as soon as possible. So then I saw one on Wednesday.
So this unstable ankle fracture. So if you look at the talus, slides over here, and that space widens here. This amount of distance between this bone here, the talus, and the medial malleolus should be the same as right here. And if that widens, these do better with fixing them with a plate and screws. So it's an incision on the side of your ankle about this long. We move the bone back under, put a screw across the fracture, and then a small plate on the outside. And then we check the stability. That screw comes out at 3 months.
Was it bad that I walked on it for 5 days?
No, you're very questionable because this is your weight-bearing x-ray.
Yeah.
And that stays under there. It's from when twisting it. And so this is very common. This is called a ligamentous SER4. So you broke the bone and you tore the ligament here. And sometimes you have potentially could fix it tomorrow.
Really?
Mm-hmm. So you're just going to get approval from your insurance. And then we do it here at Temp. I'm operating here at Temp tomorrow, so I have time and I can just add it on.
Yeah. Well, I'm not doing anything tomorrow. Why not have surgery?
Sorry.
Me too.
We'll get you fixed.
Don't go to SeaWorld.
Yeah, I don't like theme parks in general.
Not the best news I've ever had. Just from slipping. Metal in me forever. This is really sad. I always liked my ankles. Get a nice pretty scar. Here we go.
Got a little helper. Hey, who's your helpers there?
I got all kinds of helpers. So I'm going in for surgery tomorrow morning. I've just found 2 dear friends and family that are willing to take my kids. Whoa. And I'm nursing. Oh my gosh, Steve, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Just go get my crutches.
No, you're fine. We got this.
Oh my gosh.
We're gonna make it.
I think you should go get my crutches.
I think you're fine.
No.
It's not gravel in here. It's just right here.
Really? Okay. So anyway, we're at the farm park. And we're gonna go play and pretend like I'm not getting surgery tomorrow. It's gonna be loads of fun.
Let's get you fat. Hey, you look like Grandpa.
Daddy, put it in my shirt.
So that night I decided to have a fashion show of my ankles since I knew I wouldn't ever be seeing my right ankle scar-free again, but also just that I knew I'd be in a cast for a long time, so I wouldn't be seeing it. I wanted to remember what it looked like, so here's to surgery tomorrow, and that's the scoop.